Hello everyone. Um, I'm going to give some information related to your final examination. Um, as you remember, we didn't use our book so much for Excel, and that's why I'm going to record this video without the book. And this video, if you watch it, take notes. I mean, like the keywords, what we are doing or what I did in this video, it will be more than enough for your final examination. Okay, let me to start. Okay, as I told you in the beginning, Excel is a kind of spreadsheet program. So, spreadsheet programs are uh, like the programs that we can make calculations, we can make analysis. So, and we can draw graphs. So, and Excel is a type of it. Like Google Sheets as well. Okay. By the way, sorry about the. Okay. So, this is just the initial explanation for the Excel. Um, so we are going to use Excel as a spreadsheet program. And spreadsheet programs is have grids. Okay, these kind of programs, these are consist of grids, which grids are each rectangle. Okay, the each rectangle is called grids. And actually each grid uh, is have its own. You can put a data to each grid, or you can put a, formula. Okay, or data formula or label, let's say. Okay. So, what is a data? Data is the how can I say um, some text or some numeric uh, information that we use in that Excel program. And also, what is formula? Formula is the um some mathematical calculation that we use some numeric data. And label is like we sometimes need to give a name to some uh, data row or column. Okay, so data can be numeric or text, like um, let's say Umut uh, or uh, 56. Okay, so a text data or a numeric data. Uh, Formula is 56 multiplied by 3, for example. So each kind of uh, mathematical calculation is called a formula. Okay, and label is a kind of uh, title. Okay, so let's continue. Here we can see sayfa 1 here because my Excel is in Turkish. But in your Excel, it should be page 1 or it should be sheet 1. Okay. So each Excel file is called a workbook. Okay, each Excel file is called a workbook. So when I save my Excel file, uh, it is a workbook. Okay, and a workbook A workbook can have thousands of worksheets. And how we can create a new worksheet? By just clicking this uh, plus symbol, we can create a new worksheet like this. And then let's create one more. I have 3 worksheets and I can just switch, uh, change the worksheets. Okay, so I can do more. Let's go to worksheet 1 to continue our notes. So in each worksheet, you can make related or unrelated. I mean, you can just have some related data, what you did in sheet 1, and you can link them to uh, page 2, or in page 1, for example, you can store the information of an examination. For page 2 or sheet 2, you can store a to-do list, just completely unrelated things. It depends to you. Okay, so an Excel worksheet have rows and columns. If you remember from the previous work exercises, um, the horizontal uh, lines are rows. So row and the vertical one is column. Okay, and this is a column. And the intersection intersection of each row and column is called a cell. So the intersection of each row and column is called a cell. What does it mean? For example, here I column I and row 6 is just intercepted. Okay, so for example, um, intersection of column I and row 6 is called I6. Okay, and I6 is a cell reference. Okay, we are calling it as cell reference because we can find a cell by checking the cell reference. For example, this is J9 or this is H13. Okay, and also Cell reference of a cell can be checked by using the name box, which is which is okay, in top left, you can see that where are in we are active in this name box. It is showing the same cell reference. Okay. The green rectangle shows the active cell. So when you see the green rectangle, this is the active cell. Okay. And so so to do anything in Excel, you have to in active cell. I mean, you can, if you want to do something in H10, for example, you have to move uh, the green rectangle to H10. Okay. Okay, we can use the arrows that we have in our keyboards, direction arrows, or we can use our mouse to move the green rectangle. Okay. Uh, yes. So let's continue. Let's open page or sheet 2 to enter some information. Just create some sample. Okay. My green rectangle is in A1. You can see it there. So let's write some labels. Let's say name and age. Okay. So labels are a kind of informatives for our data. So let's write some names. Okay. So as you see, these are labels, name and age are labels. Okay. They are not a part of the data. They are just giving some information related to the data. Okay. And uh, Ali, Hasan, Ayşe are text data, and 34, 54, 23 are numeric data. Okay, let me to just make it bigger. Okay, so these are labels. These are text data. These are numeric data. Okay, so these are all just given as information, this part. Okay, so we can make some formatting like we did by using Word. Let's show you that. For example, you can change the color of any label or anything just by pressing. So you can either select one of them or you can select both of them. Let me to show that one. To select one more than one cell, you have to okay, we have to just, for example, to select the data from A1 to B4, I have to just move to there. Okay, or to select A1 and B1 together, I have to press the left button of the mouse and move uh, to B1. Okay, so let's select both of them and just make it red. And let's make the names bold and the H italic. Okay. So let's say I want to put uh, I want to put a heading like not labels like name and age, just a generic heading that gives information about our table or our data. So, but how can I put a heading just above? So here we should insert a new row. How we can do it? Just come to row 1, press left button of the mouse once, uh, right click and sorry, right click and insert. Okay, let me to write again to okay. To insert a new row, we have to let me to delete and do it again. Just I came to row one, right click the mouse, select insert, and we have a new row just above of the labels. Okay, so let's write here the employee information as title. Okay, so uh, here, as you see, they are different cells, but I am just going to uh, I just put one uh, title. How I can make it to view better? I mean, just for example, I want to, uh, or let's say I erase employee. Let's say I want to put a title as employee, and I want to be in the middle, like all the titles. How I can do it? If I want to just merge two cells, okay. So to merge these cells and center the data, we have to use merge and center. So again, I will select A1 and B1. So I have to select the region that I want to apply the merge and center. And how I can find it from Home tab, from go to Home tab and select merge and center. Okay, I have to go to, let me to first select the cells from home tab. I will select merge and center. So now this is just merged and centered. Okay, I can apply some formatting to this one as well. I can, again, from home tab, I can just shade it to a color I want. Let's say blue. Okay, let's underline this one. So I can apply some formatting to a table for better appearance. And also one more thing, I can uh, these these rectangles normally cannot be seen when you print something. Uh, so if you want to be, I mean, to appear some regions, we can use uh, borders. So I can select all table and from insert tab again, I can select all borders. Here it is in Turkish, but in English, all borders. Okay, if I need to put a border to my table, I have to select all borders. Okay, so let me to continue and to give more information related to Excel. I'm going to change my sheet to page 3 or sheet 3. Okay, so we discussed about the formula. So let's try to understand what is a formula. So normally we can make some mathematical operations with formulas. Here I'm going to show you how we can do it. Let's say in A1, or let me to first say how can we use it. You can use a formula like a calculator. We have to start with equal symbol always. And we can just give some constant numbers, 5 multiplied by 7, for example, and it will calculate when I press enter. So to use a formula, you have to start with equal symbol first. Okay. And after you write the formula or finish writing your formula, press enter. When you press enter, it will work if you did it correctly. To see Okay. So as you see here, I can see 35. But normally, uh, if I take its printout or something like that, I can understand if it is a formula or just a data. But when I check the formula bar, this is formula bar. Okay, this one is formula bar. We will see it later, and we will use it more later, I mean next semester. Uh, as you see, it is showing us that it is a formula. I can also write here 35, and if I don't click on them, I can't see any difference. So, but how can I understand? When I press here, you can see that it is only a data. So this is a data, but this is a formula. Okay. How I can understand it? By just checking the, just go over to each cell and checking the formula bar. Okay. Let's continue. Equal, I can make any operation like 4 plus 3 multiplied by 7. It will calculate, or any kind of calculation. But this kind of calculation will not help us so much. Okay, you can use it as calculator uh, if you are using Excel and you need to calculate something. For example, um, 37 multiplied by 200, 2,300. It will calculate it. But the aim of using Excel is to make it some things practical and also the automation. What does it mean? For example, we may have thousands of data that we need to calculate. So we don't want to make it one by one. So the automation can be done by using not the constant numbers or digits. We can use the cell references. How? So let's say um, here, let's say number 1 and number 2. So I want to add, write two numbers and add. Let's say total. So I wrote 4 here. I wrote 5, and I want to calculate total here. So normally I can write 4 plus 5. When I press enter, it will make it 9. But think about, we are working on computer, so it should be, how can I say, more uh, flexible. So, for example, if I change this one to 8, so I have to go there uh, and change to 8. So if I don't want to do it like that, I have to just uh, write the formulas according to the reference, cell references. So we should write the formulas by using cell references. So if we have a data here or here, I should use not the data itself. I should use its cell reference. Okay. Okay. And one more thing, just to help you about editing. So here, as you see, I edit it and make it 8, but I want to use cell references. First of all, how can I edit some cell information or data? I mean, how can I edit something inside the uh, cell? So what does it mean? I don't want to uh, erase it. I just want to change it. So uh, I have to go over a cell, double click, and as you see, it is just allowing me to do anything now, like in the beginning. Okay, so I can write my formula. But also, let me to write. Okay, to edit, I have to select a cell or go over a cell like that and press enter to edit. Uh, if if I need to delete a data inside the cell, I have to just go like this, select the cell, and just uh, press delete or backspace. Uh, Now, as you see, I don't have anything. So let's go to this part. So we have to write formula by using the cell references, not the data. I mean, so I don't need to write it data values 4 and 8. I have to write my formula by using the cell references of 4 and 8. So I should write equal to start the formula. So in this case, I have to press, I have to use A8 for this one. What I need to make addition, so A8 plus B8 and press enter. So now, okay, I get the same result, but the thing that I am doing this is when I change one value, let's say this one is 5. When I press enter, as you see, the total is changed to 13. So uh, this means that when I use cell references, it is automatically updating the formula value when I update the uh, cell values. Okay. Yes. So let's make an example related to that. Let's make a calculator. Uh, let's write here again number one, the other one number two, and result. Okay. So also you can let me to make it bigger again. You can use tab. I mean, tab is you can find in your keyboard left side. Just you can see just it is written tab or just two arrows. One of them is going to left, one of them is going to right. So you can use tab to move active cell from left to uh, right one by one. So like this, when I write something here and press tab, it goes to left, and press tab, it goes to right. When you so um, this is for the operators that you are just continuously entering some information. So you can use this information. And also, let's say number. Okay. So let's write same numbers first. 8, 2, okay. And let's write here addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay. So I want to put here addition, here subtraction, here multiplication, here division. Okay. So let me to show you something else. While you just writing these things, like I am writing, I'm starting to use one cell and I just go to just uh, extend to the other cells. But when you have just a neighbor, write some information to neighbor cell, it will just block your previous cell information like this. Okay. So when I write something else, it will block the previous one's information. So when I delete it, it is appears, but if I don't want to do it like that, let's say here I have something. How can I fix this problem? You have to come just the point that the border between D and E, press the left button of the mouse and just move it to right until you can see the text. Or to make it smaller, yeah, you just need to do the opposite thing. Move it to left. Okay. So okay. So to fit data into a cell, go to a border between two columns, for example, E and F, like this. And just if you press and hold the left button of the mouse, and if you move it right, I wrote mode. If you move it to right, it will make it wider, or left, make it narrower. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Here, for the result, I have to write equal. Uh, I can either select, yeah, just press the cell reference that I need to put it like this, or I can just write it by hand. It is the uppercase or lowercase, doesn't matter. Okay, so uh, you can either select the reference or write its name. Let's continue. Here, subtraction. By the way, the arithmetic operators are plus for addition, minus for subtraction, star or dot, sorry, dot for multiplication, and slash for division. Okay, so this is for addition, minus is for subtraction, multiplication or dot is for multiplication. I mean asterisk or dot. This is slash for division. Okay, so I'm going to use subtraction for this one. 8 minus 2. But as you see, system is taking the cell references. I'm not writing 8 minus 2. I am just selecting the cell references. That's why. For the multiplication, equal 8 multiplied by 2. For the division, 8 divided by 2. Okay. So as you see, when I write all same numbers, it will give me this result. But I can change any of them. As you see, it is now 4 plus 2 is 6. Or let's make it 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. Let's make this one 3. 8 multiplied by 3 is 16. Let's make it 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So now it is dynamic. I mean, when I change the value of the cell references, it is changing me the result as well. Okay. Also, I can just make some formatting. For example, let's select it from A1 to D1. Make it merchant center. Right here, calculator. Just make a color. Just change the color of the uh, calculator. Make it bold. Here, let's make it operation type here. So these are also uh, titles, I mean labels. Let's make them another color that it is more attractive than the other data. Let's make them bold as well. Okay. And also I can make borders like that. So this is my calculator, so I can just calculate anything. Okay, let's continue. Now I'm going to just write the exercises that we did in the class and the homeworks as well. So we can also repeat that exercises. So one of the homework and exercise in the class was Just trying to buy a PlayStation. Okay, so let's say problem. Okay, I want to buy a PlayStation which its worth is 20,000 Turkish lira. Okay. Uh, I I have to uh, buy it by with my pocket money. Okay. And each week I am taking 300 TL. Uh, Let me to continue, but I am using 200 TL of it. So I'm not using all of them. I'm using 200 TL and still I have uh, 100 TL each week. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, the problem is how many weeks I need to collect enough money to buy this PlayStation. So let me to write the info data by using the labels. So the price of the PlayStation. So look here, as you see, it is one cell is not enough. So let me to just extend it. PlayStation price is 20,000 uh, TL. Pocket money per week. Let me to extend it a little bit more. 300 TL. Um, I am saving 100 TL. How I can find this result? I am taking 300 TL and using 200 of it. So it means I am saving 100. How I can do it? By just subtracting. So money saved per week is 100 TL, but I can't do it like that. I have to write the formula for that. So how can I make equal uh, but I have to write somewhere how much I uh, using. So I have to put some cell in between 6 and 7, some row to put that data. So I'm coming to 7, right click, insert. So it inserted me a new row. So I have to say uh, pocket money used per week. Oops, is 200 TL. So to find the saved money, I have to use equal 300, but I'm not going to write 300. I'm going to write B6 or select B6 minus B7. Enter. I'm saving 100 TL. So weeks needed, let's say needed to collect money. So I am saving 100 TL per week, and PlayStation price is 20,000. So here I need to make a division. Why? Because my money that I need to collect is 20,000 TL, and I am getting 100 TL. So to find how many weeks I need to collect that money is to make a division. I will divide 20,000 with 100 TL. But as you see, I am not going to use again the values inside. I am using the cell references. Enter. So I need 200 weeks. Okay. If let's say the father increase the pocket money per week, let's say he understood that it is not easy to collect that money. Let's say he just wants to help you and make it 500. In this case, you will see that all the formula, everything will change. Okay. So when it is 500 and money used is same, money saved will be uh, 300 TL and weeks needed is this much. Okay. So I'm going to show you two more things here. Uh, you can use the you can use the currency. I mean, if the money is TL, you can use TL. If the money is sterling, you can use sterling. Let's say we were talking about the TL, so we can change our values to TL. So this one is all money. This is week. So I can use all this. I can select the financial number format. Here, just you can see the money here. Again, in home and number group, you can select, for example, TL. Okay. So this is not changing our result. This is just gives more informative uh, data to the user and to us. And as you see, we have some decimals now. Okay. By default, yeah, by default means uh, the automatic arrangement is like that. So we can change it. It is giving two digits, two decimal numbers. Okay. I can increase or decrease it. If I want to make it three decimal, I can go to here, increase decimals, decrease decimals, or increase decimals. So I can increase the decimal, or I can decrease the decimal. Okay. So this is depends to me. Let's make it two decimals, and we can just play with numbers. Let's say its value is not 20,000 TL. Its value is 20,356 TL. Okay. And my pocket money is not 500, or my money used is not 500, is 230. Okay. So as you see, the result is also changing. Uh, yes. So I just separated this one and this one because these are money. Uh, this is a number. So you can also increase or decrease the decimals like this. So you can decrease. So while it is increasing and decreasing, it is just using rounding. Let's say if you decrease the decimal, you will see that this is 9, and it will be, if you want to remove 9, it will, the uh, previous digit will be 6. Let's check it. Okay, like this. Yes, here I was trying to say, uh, when you decrease the number of decimals, it will uh, make rounding. For example, when you decrease, uh, just remove this, not want to remove this one, this will be 3. So if I make one decimal, this will be 75.4, I think. Okay, so you can increase and decrease the decimal by using uh, this part. Okay. So let's go to second example that we did in the class and also I gave you as homework. Okay. Here, if you remember, you are a competition organizer. Okay, and we are going to give some prize. Uh, let's say competition. You are an organizer of, um, let's say, chess tournament, and we have to give a prize to the top three players. Uh, um, it is recorded that 320 chess player applied for this tournament, and you decided to take 100 TL uh, entry fee for each. Okay. Price of the winner will be, let's say, 5,000 TL. Second will take 200 TL. And third will take 100 TL, 1,000 TL, sorry. Uh, Okay, according to these given informations, just calculate the money, income, and the profit. Okay, so let's write again our labels. Let's say prices. Let's say first price is 5,000. Second price is 2,000. Third price is 1,000. Okay, here let's write total to see. So let me to add here. Calculate the total price, uh, money income, and the profit. So total price will be what? The addition of these three prices. So I can write equal and this one plus this one plus this one. Enter. So this is my uh, total price. Okay, continue. Uh, money income. For the money income, we have to just find how many people attended. It is 320 person, and uh, entry fee is 100 TL. So income will be what we have to take 100 TL for each 320 person or people. So we have to multiply equal this one multiply this one. So income is 32,000 TL. Let's make this one with blue and bold. Okay. So I need a few more cells. And the other one is what? The profit. So total price is something that we are giving, and income is the money that we earned. So for the profit is what? This one minus this one. Okay. So after we give the prices, uh, when I subtract 32,000, 8,000 from 32,000, I will find my profit. So uh, equal this one minus this one. So 24,000 TL is my profit. Okay. So also I can write them by using currency. So, okay, these are all money. This is not money, attended players. The others are also money. So by using control, you can select separate cells and not select this one. Let's make it TL. So the others will be, this is remains same. The others will change to sterling that I don't want that. Let me to change it to TL. So this is how we can do this problem. Okay, so there will be one problem like that, and you will solve it in the exam. Okay, let me to continue the last example. Okay, let's say we are going to just teacher needs to calculate the some make some statistics related to the students. I mean, which one take the minimum, what is the minimum grade, what is the maximum grade, this kind of things. So let me to create a table like that. Let's say no number name midterm final uh, let's say average grade. Okay, I am just making this enough to fit. Uh, let's make another uh, another row just by right clicking and inserting another row. Let's make merchant center here. Right rates. Let's make it another color. This is not appear so much. Let's do it like that. Okay. So let's say no is our numbers that we are using in our uh, recording sheets. Number is it is our student number. Midterm grades. let's say here we are going to calculate the average grade, or uh, let's say grade. Okay. If if your teacher says you the midterm weight is 40 percentage and final weight is 60 percentage. So this means I have to calculate, multiply midterm with 40 percentage, and I have to multiply final with 60 percentage. So I'm not going to use average here because I will calculate average by using a different way. So here, how can I use the formula? So equal, I can write 65, 67 and 45 and divide by 2 because the weights are different. So I have to make it like that. You can write 40 percentage multiply by this one plus 60 percentage multiply by this one. Let's try if it is working. Yes. So you can do it like that. Another way is, instead of writing 40 percentage or 60 percentage, you can multiply it with 0.4 and 0.6 like this, equal 86 multiplied by is it 0.4 plus E4 multiplied by this one. Okay. So either this formula or this formula is doing the same thing. Okay. Also, one more thing. Think about that. We have hundreds of students. And should I write each formula again and again hundreds of times? No, there is another way, which is called replication. We can replicate the formula by doing this. Okay, let's continue from F4. We have to go to right bottom of the cell that we need to replicate the formula. You have to see the black thin uh, plus. Uh, Click the left button of the mouse, hold it, and move it to the bottom till the end of the uh, place that you want to copy the formula. And when you leave it, I mean the left left button of the mouse, it will calculate all of them. So this is replication of formula. We can replicate not on the formula. For example, you can write a text or any data numeric value or text like this. And when you do it, it will replicate it. So if there is a formula inside the cell, it will replicate the formula. If any data there, it will replicate the data. So this is how it can be done. So let's make some formatting to make it more attractive. Uh, okay, let's make this one like that. Okay, I will not change anything else. Um, okay, so we will see just some, we will see how we can write the formulas, but not like the formulas that I showed to you, more specific and like, I mean, or some other things like if or this kind of things. But for now, just going to show you one kind of method that we can use some predefined formulas. So again, in Home tab, we have this sigma sign. So by using this, we can make some uh, predefined, use some predefined formulas. So let's use them. Let's say for the grade, I want to use which student got the highest grade. To use that formula, I have to select all the data in that column and go to there. I have to say here it is n büyük, but I have to select maximum. Let's say n büyük, and it will find me the biggest number here. Okay. Let's make it red. Okay. So let's make maximum. Okay. Uh, let's say for the final, I want to find the minimum grade. In this case, I have to select all of them again, and I have to find the minimum. Let's make this one green and make that bold. Okay. I want to see how many students attended or how many students we have, let's say. So actually, let's use this column to use count. sayıları say. In English, it is count. So count, count is counting how many students are there. I mean, it is counting the digits only. So if I try to use here count, it will not help me. As you see, it gives me, it didn't understand actually what I am doing, trying to also it erased me the form the data. I think it was Jana. So count is not counting the text. Or if I remove one of them, as you see, it will say it 4. So it is counting the numbers in each row. Okay, let's make this one blue, bold. So we can also find the average. Let's say I want to find the average grade of midterm. I selected all of them. I will say ortalama, but it is average. You can find it as average in your computers. Okay, let's make it round. And one more, you can use, instead of add one by one, you can use addition or sum. Let's just sum these numbers. It's counted and the formula is sum. So all these formulas are doing different functions. As you see in English, this will be like this, sum, okay? So it is saying that just add from A3 to A7, okay? But you don't need to know this, how to write this formula for now. In the exam, you are not responsible. So this is just very silly uh, words, but it is count in English. You have to write it like that. Oops. For the average, it is either this one or this one. Again, you don't need to write it, just you have to select it from this place, but I am showing how they are looks like. Uh, minimum and maximum. Minimum is same, or sometimes it can be like this. And sorry, and maximum normally in English is this one, just the we have to change X. But as I told you in English, it is just the way that I am showing you. Okay. So this is how we can make some small analyze related to our data. This is all I explained to you. We made some formatting. We use some features of Excel. We use the equal symbol to write formula, and we used predefined formulas of Excel. So all the thing is to just watch this video and prepare yourself for exam. But please, the examples that I gave to you, please try it. Uh, it will be better for you. Uh, it will avoid to forget if you repeat. Okay, that's all for now. Good luck in your exam. Bye bye.